You're all very welcome. It's great to see such a brilliant attendance here tonight. So my name is Paul Ryan. I'm your host there for this evening. I'm the CEO of Auxilia Group. I'm delighted to welcome you all here tonight on behalf of the Mid East local enterprise offices covering Wicklow, Meath and Kildare to this exciting launch event for the Postgraduate Certificate on Innovation and Enterprise Development. So without further ado, we're going to go to our keynote speaker, Dermot Casey. So Dermot is CEO of the Industry Research and Development Group, IRDG, since January 22.
So the title, when Claire asked me to give the talk, the draft was the importance of innovation to the growth and success of SMEs. And to be honest, it's an easy title for me to actually talk about, because how I'd consider it, I would see it as sort of, it's of vital importance to the growth and success of SMEs, but it's also vital to the growth and success of everyone in business. And I'll try and explain that here this evening. I would describe IRDG as an organisation that helps companies create the future. So IRDG is in its 30th year, originally founded as a representation organisation, representing companies doing R&D and engaged in innovation and trying to create the right environment for those companies. You're one or two phone calls away from any individual in this country who can help you in your business, and people are only too willing to talk to you and support you, and there's a huge amount of direct and indirect supports that are actually out there.
So without further ado, we'll just move on now. We're delighted to welcome Ken Finnegan, CEO of Tangent, and also Rosemary Denneher will also speak to give an overview of Tangent and outline the significance of this collaboration with local enterprise and to give you an overview of the programme.
Well, the good news is that there's something here for everybody, and this programme will hopefully inspire but provide not just the skills and tools that Dermot was talking about. You need to have the skills and tools within your organisation, but the confidence as well. And I think one thing that we see is like there's lots of ideas out there, and I know even when I was younger, kind of like it's like, where'd you go with your ideas? So this is kind of like we talk about Tangent as where the journey of an idea begins, right? So Tangent's purpose, it's to harness the potential of Ireland's aspiring innovators and entrepreneurs and to mitigate the economic and social risks, thus securing our country's future. Facts about Trinity: we are the #1 university in Europe for producing student entrepreneurs as well. So, and we've achieved that for 7 years in a row. If you have an idea, if you want to have an idea for your own enterprise, if you have an idea and want to be able to articulate that idea within your own organisation and to get buy-in, to get the tools and skill set needed for that, this is the programme for you. And even if you just are like interested, yeah, we'd welcome you to apply, and hopefully we'll see many of you on the course when it begins.
So lovely to be here, thank you, and thanks to the Leos and Merits for having us here. You know, it's a Trinity accredited course, so you will be a fully fledged student and hopefully graduate of Trinity at the end. It's level 9 on the National Framework of Qualifications. It's a special purpose award of 30 credits, so it's 3 modules. So the first module is innovation and creativity, and as one of our lecturers likes to put this, Jill, I think it's getting comfortable with the uncomfortable. The second module is opportunity recognition, generation and communication. That sounds like a lot, and there is probably a lot in this module. Well, module 2 and 3. So what does this involve? So I guess it's about recognising and being able to communicate, you know, your ideas. Who do you contact? So springboard.ie at tcd.ie, that'll get you directly to myself or Jane. And there's the phone number, so depending on what day of the week it is or time of the day, you'll get one of us on the other end of that phone number. And we're happy to answer any questions, you know, that you have about applying, or is the course for you, or the funding, the eligibility, anything like that.
So we've three members joined us, folks. You're very welcome. So Robert Murphy from Grant Thornton, who you met earlier on. We also have John O'Neill on the right hand side here from Hub 360, and Barry Finnegan from LV Logics. So you're all very welcome, folks. Thanks very much. You're in the hot seat.
My name's John O'Neill, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Hub 360. And Hub 360 is basically, we've developed a suite of smart applications that we give to manufacturing companies that helps them with the supply chain of the product.
Level Logics is the name of our business. We've principally developed a sensor that monitors silos. So in silos you can have animal feed, cement, wood pellets, sugar, salt. If you look around, something was in a silo at some stage. So our sensor is a unique sensor. We developed it. It has a dust identification mechanism which identifies it's dusted up, and then it actually self-cleans. So there's a key innovative 3D printed head on it that we developed
Very good. Just going to bring you in there, Robert, just obviously from your experience in Grant Thornton. If you take the whole R&D landscape there, you know, what opportunities are available for companies that are already investing money?
Yeah, so I suppose we're coming at it from a very different angle. I suppose we're supporting a lot of businesses in looking at whether they can make the claim and what's eligible. I suppose, and the R&D credit was mentioned already, it's quite a valuable relief, so you're getting €1 back for every €4 you spend. And there's two elements to it. One is, the first part is probably the science test. So the type of activity that the business carries on, it has to be certain types of research or applied science. There has to be a certain kind of methodical research and development activity behind it or underpinning what the activity of the business is doing. And the second part then is the accounting test, so looking at what the business is spending in terms of its costs, things like salaries, overheads, materials, etc. that are used for the R&D activity.
I'd like to thank our speakers, Robert, Barry and John, and also Dermot and Ken and Rosemary for their time tonight and for speaking to us. So thank you also yourselves for attending, and thanks for the local enterprise for hosting us and pulling this all together, if you like, in terms of this very innovative programme. So round of applause for everybody, and we'll see you downstairs for donuts.